People, some crazy facts just surfaced online. You will be astounded by this video. The world's biggest cryptocurrency exchange, Coinbase, is doing everything in its power to drive up the price of XRP Ripple coin. Perhaps this is the most bullish indication ever. However, what sort of growth are we discussing here? According to cryptocurrency analysts, it will not be long before XRP reaches $333. Quite awesome, isn't it? This is not what you're prepared for. This is a video that you cannot afford to miss. Let's get right to the point without further ado. Disclaimer: XRP is the focus of attention once more, and it's not due to a legal dispute this time. The reason for this is a significant change in the way that institutions are starting to accept it. Coinbase recently took a step that has the potential to completely change the XRP market. In order to self-certify an XRP futures contract, its derivatives unit submitted a filing to the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission. This is not only a brand new trading item, it's an obvious indication that XRP is rapidly gaining popularity and that the U.S. market is now becoming receptive to regulated cryptocurrency derivatives linked to XRP. According to Coinbase Institutional, with Coinbase derivatives application to self-certify XRP futures with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, we are thrilled to present a regulated and cost-effective method of gaining exposure to one of the most liquid digital assets. That is one powerful sentence. It demonstrates that one of the most reputable and well-regulated cryptocurrency exchanges in the United States is getting ready to provide institutional investors with a risk-managed compliant option to trade XRP. With robust protections like a 10% hourly price fluctuation restriction, each futures contract will represent 500 XRP and be priced using Coinbase's own benchmark rate. Not just speculators should use this. Its goal is to attract funds, hedge managers, and other traditional financial players who have been keeping a low profile to XRP. When futures are offered on sites like Coinbase, they add another level of liquidity in addition to providing investors with a means of placing price bets. Furthermore, on the spot market, considerable liquidity frequently results in actual buying pressure. Futures positions are often hedged with the actual asset by the institutions that hold them. This might result in significant volume entering spot XRP markets, which would raise the price of the cryptocurrency. There is no buzz behind Coinbase listing XRP futures. It has to do with infrastructure, and bull markets are fueled by infrastructure. Recent actions by Binomial, which was the first to launch XRP futures regulated by the Commodity Futures Trading Commission back in March, further bolster this increasing momentum. It's interesting to note that Binomial quickly withdrawn its action against the SEC, claiming a more hospitable regulatory environment. That choice says a lot. XRP has been plagued by regulatory ambiguity for years. It appears that the clouds are finally lifting now, though. Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, is simultaneously expressing hope for XRP's expanded function in international banking. He has expressed confidence that the SEC will eventually authorize a spot XRP ETF and said that XRP might potentially be incorporated in government-managed crypto reserves. That's a daring claim, but one with a more grounded sense than before. For those who don't know what a spot ETF is, consider it this way. A spot ETF is similar to ordering a prepared food at a restaurant, but purchasing cryptocurrency directly is like to purchasing raw ingredients and preparing your own meal. Without having to handle wallets, private keys, or cryptocurrency exchanges, it enables investors to get exposure to the asset, in this example, XRP. Like stocks, it trades on conventional markets and blends in well with institutional investors' mutual funds and pension funds' investment portfolios. It is impossible to exaggerate the importance of an ETF. Almost immediately after the approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs, institutional capital poured in billions. They extended Bitcoin to a far wider range of investors and gave it respectability. If XRP takes the same course, the outcome might be revolutionary. Not only for cost but also for international acclaim. Approval of an ETF would indicate that XRP is no longer merely a contentious altcoin. It would identify it as a crucial component of the developing financial scene. There is no better time than now. With the SEC withdrawing its appeal against Ripple, Coinbase establishing the framework for regulated XRP futures, and institutional participants getting ready for visibility, XRP is set to enter a new stage. one influenced by adoption, access, and momentum rather than legal drama. The message is clearly clear, regardless of whether a spot ETF is authorized in the upcoming months. The market is reacting appropriately as XRP is once again being taken seriously. Crazy, huh? This is just the beginning, but you probably didn't see it coming. XRP is more than simply a news story. It's preparing the ground for something enormous. Crypto experts are already predicting a price spike that would startle the whole market as a result of Coinbase jumping in. Before XRP takes off, this may be your final opportunity to invest. Stay put because you might not believe what's about to happen. As one tweet openly puts it, as the cryptocurrency market fluctuates significantly, so does the perception of riches. Steph and other industry watchers are commenting on the overall market dynamics amid this enthusiasm. Steph notes that Wall Street giants like JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, BlackRock, and others were stealthily taking advantage of the opportunity to buy the dip while many were preoccupied panic selling. They bought the bottom in secret, but they shouted recession from the rooftops. Once more, as Steph points out, this reflects the traditional actions of institutional investors who find opportunity where others perceive chaos. It's an obvious message. Retail investors run the risk of falling behind when the market soars, and XRP's present momentum may just be the beginning of a big upward swing. Adding gasoline to the fire, Buffett's latest fascinating tweet Saul tinkers with the notion of potential outcomes. Following his celebration of a halt in Trump tariffs, he predicts that XRP will reach incredible heights. This suggests that if macroeconomic variables like these have the ability to drastically alter markets, XRP's price may rise to previously unthinkable levels like $20 and possibly higher. Social media sentiment isn't the only topic of conversation. Detailed forecasts are being shared by analytical voices such as eGrag Crypto and the XRP Captain. Following his previous statement that $100 could be a realistic aim for Ripple in the current market cycle, the XRP Captain sparked a heated debate among fans. His post has sparked intense debates and additional research, despite the fact that he did not specify the exact triggers or the time span. Similarly, eGrag Crypto supported his forecast that XRP will not only hit double digits in the near future but also have the ability to break into triple digits with his Just Do It graphic. His technical viewpoint, which emphasizes the traditional cup pattern movement and a target close to $13 as a stepping stone, gives what could otherwise appear like wishful thinking a concrete structure. However, not every prediction is free from debate. Dark Defender, a cryptocurrency analyst, counters by predicting that XRP would reach $333 if it replicates its 2017 bull run performance. According to critics, XRP's market capitalization may limit such a jump. A price spike to say $280 would indicate a market capitalization of about $1.6 trillion, which is difficult to defend by traditional measures. However, Dark Defender brushes these worries off, claiming that market caps in the cryptocurrency space are merely an illusion given market dynamics and more of a conceptual benchmark than an objective cap. Naturally, it would be remiss to overlook collaborations and the pivotal role that XRP is playing in transforming the financial system. The true bullish signal is found here, even though many people continue to ignore what goes on behind closed doors. We're discussing infrastructure, worldwide adoption, and partnerships that have the potential to completely alter the game, not simply price speculation. It's time to become wealthy if you know what's coming.